Hello everybody, this is Scott Sharp, and today I'm going to show you a method I've come up with to try and teach myself piano. And it's called a Fretboard Toolbox Complete Piano Edition, and let me show you how it works. Okay, if you take a look at a Fretboard Toolbox Complete Piano Edition and you turn to page 8, then that's the page that I call my standard notation jig. And this is the page that I set up for myself because there's a whole bunch of notes on the grand staff, and I didn't know any of them. I guess maybe in 4th grade I learned every good boy deserves fudge or something like that, but on the treble clef. But there's all these notes that I needed to find out where they were, and then I needed to be able to see for each of these notes, wherever they are on the grand staff, I needed to be able to match that up with the piano. So what I did was I color-coded this, and see if I'm close enough for you to tell there, but I color-coded this so that I could find, like, this green E note right here is going to be an E note in the green octave here. So it's going to be it's what's called the E4 note on piano. So this is A0, B0, and then starting on C, I start each of the different octaves. And then on here, if I want to play this maroon C, it's going to be in the treble clef here, then that's going to correspond with the maroon C note here on the piano keyboard. Or if I'm playing, you know, something crazy that's like 1, 2, 3 ledger lines up from the treble clef, and then on the space above that, then that's just an F note because it's in this column. And then if I look down here, that yellow F note is going to correspond with an F note here in the 6th octave. So once I could start seeing where all these notes were on the grand staff, and then seeing where they were on a piano, then I needed a way over here to be able to see where those different color-coded octaves were. So I made these arrows up for myself so that I could tape them in between B and C notes here. And this is a B3 note, and that's a C4 note. So if I look down here on my standard notation jig, I got the B3 here in blue, and then the C4 is in green. And so the C4 note was that green one, the B4 note, or the B3 note in blue was this one. So then I can find those notes on the piano anywhere that I want. And it's been really helpful for me. But then the other thing that I needed to be able to see to try to teach myself some sheet music ideas is I needed to be able to see, you know, if a song has 3 sharps in it, what key is that? So for all my other books, all my guitar and banjo and ukulele books, I've set them up exactly the same as the piano book here. So page 9 on any of my books is always the G major key. But then if you're playing a lot of sheet music, you're going to want to be able to know, like, if I'm playing a key that has, let's say, if we did 3 sharps, that's the key of either A major, or it could be the key of F sharp minor, but let's just pretend the song's in A major. So it's got 3 sharps, and then I turn to page 13 in the book. That's going to be the key of A major page. And I'll explain all this stuff later on, but the cool thing here is that on this keyboard jig, this lets me see the notes that are in that key right off the bat. So the key has 3 sharps, so it was the key of A major. And then if I come down here, I can see A major notes, notes from the key of A major all over the place. If this is my first A note and I play A, B, C sharp, D, E, that would look like this on the piano. And then if I get to this E note and I want to finish the scale, F sharp, G sharp, A. So for me it helps to have a real quick reference to see, okay, in the key of A major, piano keys are grouped in, there's 2 black keys, then 3 black keys, then 2, and then 3. So it lets me see real fast that in the key of A, this first black key in the group of 2, and then these 2 black keys are going to be in play. That's the C sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and then my A and B notes and my D and E notes will also be in play unless there's some sharps or flats in the sheet music. So being able to see that the key of A major is made of the notes A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, and G sharp, being able to see that and then see down here where those notes are found, that lets me see, gives me a real quick visual, and it lets me goof around within the key, because I know which notes are within the key. And so being able to have a page like that for all of the keys that you could play in has been hugely helpful for me. And then especially being able to see on the grand staff where all those notes are found. So you can print this page and all the rest of the instructions for free, plus the G major and G blues pages on the Fretboard Toolbox website. But I appreciate you taking a look and hope you found something useful. Thanks.